If you are on a keto diet, I have got the recipe for you. Every once in a while you need something sweet, but it's got to fit within your keto box. Well, let me tell you, this is far from a box cake when it comes to keto. This will be a keto carrot cake with keto cream cheese frosting. Let's get started. Okay, I've got all our ingredients prepped. We're going to start with 4 cups of gluten-free, grain-free almond flour. And then we're going to use some monk fruit. We need a half a cup of monk fruit. 1 full cup of shredded carrots. Scoop. And then 4 eggs. Just get this mixed up in here. Almond flour really isn't flour at all. It's just very finely crushed up almonds. So this is going to have a different texture than regular cake, but it will be delicious. You get a nice workout stirring this up too. It's nice and thick. All right, we've got a few more things to add here. We need a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and then of course vanilla. Love adding vanilla. And then it's totally optional, but if you want to add cinnamon, you can. If you want nuts in there, you can. I don't have any nuts, so we're just going to go with some cinnamon. Here we go, time for the workout. So I've already got my oven preheating at 350, and I have also prepped my pans. I've got some parchment paper lined the bottom of my pan, and then I also sprayed the sides just to make sure that nothing would stick to the sides. When I was little, carrot cake and hummingbird cake were kind of all one and the same in my mind. Lots of church events, the ladies would bring their hummingbird cake. This and carrot cake were all the same because it was chunky. You know, it had the nuts and the chunks of things. And when I was little, I did not like that. As I have advanced in years, I really do enjoy the thick, nutty chunkiness in cookies and cakes, all those good things. All right. Here's how thick this batter is here. That's what you're looking for. This is definitely not a pourable batter, so what I'm gonna do is try to get this as flat in my bowl as I can and then just divide in half. Okay, so here's a trick. I just washed my hands, they're still wet, and I'm gonna use my wet hands to push this down. These cake pans are 9 inches round, and I'm gonna put this in the oven for about 15 minutes and then start checking. If you have 8-inch rounds, probably about 20 minutes and then start checking. Got them as even as possible. We'll pop them in the oven, 350, start checking in 15 minutes. Nothing will compare to homemade icing, and that's what we're gonna do. And it's gonna be keto. So in this bowl, I have room temperature 8 ounces of cream cheese and then 4 ounces of butter, and it's been softened. It's been sitting out for a while, so I'm gonna put this in the mixer. I have powdered sugar monk fruit. We need 2 cups of this. And then the final ingredient, gotta add some vanilla. And we'll just let the mixer do all the work. All right, these cakes have cooled cooled. They essentially look just like what they did when I put them in the oven. They didn't rise a whole lot. They did not get very brown. I ended up leaving mine for 18 minutes. So that was the perfect time for a 9-inch round. If you have an 8-inch round, just start watching it at about the 20-minute mark. So I have got my icing ready, all whipped up. And what I'm gonna do first is just throw a little bit of this icing right on top of this layer. Using my offset spatula here. Just get a nice layer here. It's a little bumpy. It's not a very smooth cake, but if it's been a long time since you've had something sweet and that stays within the keto box, this is gonna be a nice treat. All right, let's grab this next one here. Comes right out, nice and smooth. So I've got a nice layer on my cake. I have just a little bit of icing left. I'm gonna put it in a piping bag and just do a little bit of decoration around the top just to make it look pretty. Just a few little dollops on the top. I'm not trying to be fancy. I know it's gonna taste good and that's all that matters. Finish up with a few little carrots. Sprinkles on top. Voila! It is a keto carrot cake complete. Let's cut in and see what it looks like.
It's really good.
If you like this video, follow Finding Easy for more.